Okay, bike story number one. Okay, this was one time in my life where I was having trouble, you know, with just enjoying the bike. I was trying to humble myself. I was trying to be, you know, I wanted to feel, I guess, how to, I just wanted to feel like one of the ones that was really left out. So, I got me a bike. And I had to ride my bike to work. And I'm riding the bike back and forth to work. And this bike, I remember, this bike I bought from Walmart. It was $89.99. It was $89.99. It was one of the Walmart specials or something. It was a bike from Walmart. And I got that bike and I was happy about having that bike. I was just happy that I actually got a chance to just get me a bike because I couldn't afford a car. So I was riding the bike, and then I was listening to this message. I was listening to this message, and one of the pastors I listened to, listening to the message, and he was giving me a key. He was giving me a key. He was giving me a key. The pastor that I kept listening to was giving me a key. And I didn't get the key. I didn't understand the key. So I would go and I would go to the store on my bike. And, I would usually go in there and I'd go get something, from, me and my mom. I was staying with my mom at the time, and I'd go get something for me and her, and then I'd come back real quick. They usually let me take the bike in the store, so I go in the store and I take the bike in the store. And they usually let me. So I get what I need, and then I hop on the bike and I ride back. Okay. I was listening to one of these messages and I caught a key. And it shook something in my mind. And I was thinking about that key the whole time. I said, hold on, wait a minute. And the moment I got that key, I went to the store again. And the bike, this time, I go to the store. The lady said, you can't keep your bike in the store. I said, I just brought it in here last week. What are you talking about? Like, I just brought it. I was in here with the bike last week. She said, no, you can't put your bike in here. I said, okay. All right. So I go in there and I get the same thing I usually get from my mom, and I grab what I'm going to get. And then I leave up out of there. And as soon as I get done paying and I'm walking out, I can see the dude hop on the bike and he's riding off. Did I go chasing? No. He was already gone too far. Okay. And I had to walk all the way back home. It wasn't really far. It was about, it's about a quarter of a mile to the stores. These little apartments we stayed in. And we walked around the corner and then down the street to the little store. I had to walk back. My mama she go, didn't you have a bike when you left? And then I'll come in a little mad. I said, yeah, man, this dude then rolled off on my bike, man. She started laughing, and I was mad. I said, man, I just bought that bike. It's $100. It wasn't really about the money. It was just something I just bought because I needed to go to work. And she laughing. She laughing about my bike being stolen. My mama in there, she's just laughing and smiling, and I kind of don't get why she's smiling and laughing. But I barely had got that key at that time. I barely got the key. So I'm telling you that as soon as I got that key, she no longer let me put the bike in the store. I go to the same store. I was going to the same store at that time every week. Because I was off certain days. I go every week. And I go in there, no bikes. So I had to leave my bike outside and I do my circle, get what we need, and then I come out and the dude's down the street with my bike. I said, man, I was heated. I had to walk all the way back in the sun. Kid you not, it was hot too that day. And I get back and my mom, she goes, didn't you leave riding a bike? I said, yeah. I said, these people crazy like that. Dude just hopped off on my bike. He was too far for me to chase him. And then I had all this stuff we needed. So I wasn't finna drop that to go chase some bike. And she just smiling and kind of like giggling. And I wanted to tell her this kind of ain't funny. I just spent $100 on this bike. It ain't about the money. I just needed it about my bike. I was enjoying that bike. But most importantly, I enjoyed that key. So the moment I got that key, she said, you can't have that bike up in here. And that was the setup. It was the setup. As soon as I got the key, it's about taking the enjoyment away from the bike. That was a small thing that I had, and I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of put value to that little bike.